Hey, it's Joe Lyons from The-automator, and I want to start off with a little story, a little humbling story. Now, granted, I woke up at 4, so maybe I was just tired, but my wife, she works in Excel a lot, and she has this really long spreadsheet with thousands of rows of data, and she had a problem where she suddenly needs to get rid of a certain check into a value in column A, look for a certain value, and then delete that row if it's there. So I walked over to her office. We're all working from home, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, that's I can do that AutoHotkey, but I'm like, can you install programs? No, I can't install programs. Well, can you run a program? Can you launch it? No, I can't. So I'm like, well, okay, I can look it up on how to do this in VBA, and solve it, convert it from AutoHotkey, which is ironic, back to VBA, so she can run it inside Excel. Because I said, can you run a macro in Excel? Yes, she can. Okay, all right, great, all right. I said, send me this value you're looking for, and I'll write it on my computer, and then send her the macro. So she didn't do what I asked, which of course is annoying when your wife doesn't do that. But hopefully she's not watching this. But she sent me the spreadsheet, and I'm like, I am a freaking idiot, right? Just because she can't run AutoHotkey in her computer doesn't mean she can't send me the damn spreadsheet and me run it. So anyway, it was quite humbling of just when she sent it, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking, right? It's not tied. She doesn't have to do it on her computer. So anyway, it was a good lesson learned. And now I'm gonna show the code I wrote because it's leveraging my function library. So let me get it here. So if you've downloaded the Excel function library I already had this function, right? Delete row based on value. So here, you get the pointer here, get pointer to Excel. And this one here, I'm getting the one that goes to the application, but you probably could have used like the worksheet as well. The Excel object's pretty robust in that way. It'll often figure out what you're actually trying to do. And then I said, what range? I didn't. I need to double check, but her file has client privileged data, which of course she didn't send me. Now I'm not saying that, but so I don't want to share that in here. But I wrote up a little example here. Hopefully it works because I changed the values. But so I said, look from A1 to A1000, which of course in my example here, it's nothing because I have like 10 rows, and look for 1000, and then just if you find that value in the A1, delete it. So let's look at the spreadsheet. Let me relaunch this. All right, it's launched. Go back to Excel. Hopefully this is the one. Okay. I just threw in some text here with some values, and let me hit my hotkey, and blink. Did you see that? They just cleaned them all up, right? So that was a simple example of how easy this is with, now, again, I had a function I've already written. This is why for me, on like an AutoHotkey, I can do this in a couple seconds because I know I already had this function. I Googled this in VBA, and the example I found was actually looking for text. So I had Googled it before she sent me the file, and the example there was, they gave a thing looking for text, and the comparison that the VBA code had was actually looking for text, and it was different. And then I was going to have to adapt it, and that's when I saw her email with the spreadsheet and laughed at myself. But yeah, so it's that simple, right? And it's a great thing. And again, with this, I don't have to share with her an Excel macro, which can be troublesome sharing via email, and people get to download it and then having a macro built into it, and it's just, troublesome. So anyway, hope you found that story amusing. I sure did. A bit humbling, and I think I'm going to go take a nap because I'm tired. Cheers.